Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It's your boy M.K.S here. Hope everyone's well. This is part 3 of my videos on my goals for the future, and including especially to help people in Asia. If you haven't checked out part 1 and part 2, please do check them out. I really appreciate it. Any likes, shares, and all that sort of stuff, new subscribers, any general support, really appreciated. So anyway, I don't want to waffle on too much because I know my last couple of videos were quite long, so but I hope you still enjoy them and watch as many as you can. I mean, even if you get a bit bored part way through and go and boil the kettle or something else and come back to it, I really appreciate you at least leaving it on the background or something like that. So, but anyway, any support I get is really appreciated. But I'm going to try and get on with the list about my goals for the future and try and remind myself of what I'm trying to accomplish. With that being said, here's the list. 21. I say 21 again, as the saying goes. So I hope to remind myself of why I'm doing what I'm doing, or why I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, like why I tried to why I'm making a YouTube video, why I made my own channel in the first place is like to become financially independent, because I've been unemployed for so long. I wanted to become a productive member of society and also like not have to rely on benefits or anything else. But I didn't really want to do a 9 to 5, to be honest, and I'm not hardworking enough, I must admit, to be like a business person. And also, like, though I don't want to take from the taxpayer, I don't want to have to pay taxes because of the as a anti-imperialist, like the protests against wars and how the money is used on the weapons trade. So I'll only, like, if I could, I'd only keep the amount of money the government allows you to keep before you pay tax. So here in the UK, I don't know about other countries, but there's a certain amount of money you can keep, and if you only earn that much, you don't have to pay tax. So I only hope to earn that much, and the rest of the money I hope to give to charity and stuff like that. So as long as I have enough to keep a roof over my head. Sorry, my eyes are really sore today. At this moment, well, they weren't before, but they are now. And as long as I can keep enough to live on, basically, to have a shelter over my head, enough to eat, enough to drink, and all that, I don't really want any more money. Like the rest, I just give to charity and all that sort of stuff. To four parts of the world. I talked about all of the 4 in my previous videos. Anywho, sorry, I try not to repeat too many points if I can help it, but sometimes I might repeat points because it sort of reminds me of what I want to do, and I feel that if I keep repeating them, 1, I'll remember them more, and 2, it sort of reaffirms them, so that hopefully that will make me more likely to achieve those goals. But the other reason why I want to make a YouTube video is to help other people, like to share ideas. Normally I was very secretive about my ideas before, but like share ideas or to offer suggestions to people. And also, like, if I make any money from them, like as I said before, I'd give that money away to people, in this case in Asia and things like that, to people from slums and homeless people and all that. I think it was in my first video, John Bobbitt asked something like, would you only help people of colour, wouldn't you help white people? But my goal really is to help the 10% poorest people in every possible country, and whatever background they are. But specifically as an anti-imperialist, hoping to help Asia and Africa at this moment in time, Asia, because I wanted to mix it up. And sorry, I'm repeating a lot of my points from my previous videos, but I'm going to try and leave it at that because I'm repeating a lot of those points. But yeah, to help homeless people, whatever background they may be, but again, mainly in Asia at the moment. And also 21, again, I have these patterns where different numbers remind me of different things. So I hope to, I'm not really a history buff, or I'm certainly not interested in culture or tradition. In some ways I'm thankful my mum's not like cultural or traditional, like forcing me to get married or stuff like that, or forcing me to live a certain way, or as much as we argue, like, to be fair, at least she's not like traditional. So in some ways I'm not really into culture or tradition, and having learned disabilities, I'm not really good academically like most. I know I'm only half Asian, but most people who are Asian like seem to be good academically. So I'm glad that my mum gave up on me. But anyway, and she lets me be relatively free compared to other parents. So, but I'm still like kind of interested in learning a bit about the history and culture of Asian cultures, especially as an anti-imperialist, and how they were colonized, and but also just general facts about Asia. And I also hope to encourage other people to learn about the culture and history of Asia, if they obviously, I mean, only if they want to do that, but people, to try and encourage people to become more, like people who might not have thought about learning about Asian history, culture, or languages, or that might become interested by watching this video and maybe be inspired to learn about it. Or even if they already are interested, they have another channel which they can like comment on the comment section, so they can also get involved as well, or talk about advice and ideas or things they've learned about Asian cultural history. So I welcome any links, although I know you probably have to be careful what links you open, but I welcome any comments or information. Not sure how I'll vet out any links that are harmful, so, but I welcome any links that are not harmful, that are about information about Asian history, culture, or things like that, or facts or things like that about Asia. Again, I like to do different things on different days. So, like on Friday, things that begin with F, like the fun side of Asia, or what Asians do for fun, or what Asians think about having fun, or are Asians more serious, or can Asians be more fun than people think, or have more fun than people think, or be cooler than people think. Or the stereotypes are true, and facts about Asia and things like that. Moving on, I think that covers that point. But yes, learning about the culture and history of Asia as well. Again, I'm not really interested in the cultural tradition, but those who are interested can also get involved or share their any information they have or anything they'd like to learn. 22. I hope to perhaps in the future collaborate with other Asian YouTubers or Eurasian YouTubers or YouTubers of Asian descent, especially in Asia itself. I say I'm only half Asian, but yeah, Asian YouTubers and things like that. Again, mixed race YouTubers, part Asian as well, and collaborating together, sharing ideas and supporting each other, like subscribing to each other, like each other's videos, sharing each other's videos, and so forth. And also offering suggestions for potential future videos, and also as well as those recommendations, maybe even collaborating, as I say, in the future on projects like street interviews and things like that. I know these already exist, but maybe ideas for questions they haven't thought of. Again, looking at different angles and things like that. 23, I hope to support, and also to share this channel. Sorry, 22, I was also going to say, and then if you got that point, to share this channel with, or these videos with, channels like Asian Boss, that Japanese man Yuta, videos from Japan, South Korea, and places like that, and all over Asia, Indian YouTubers as well, and Off the Great Wall and the Chen Dynasty and channels like that, to talk about how I'm also trying to talk about Asia. So like how we can share each other's videos and collaborate and support each other generally to trend, just help each other generally. So any Asian YouTubers as well, please do share your links or anything like that to your channel. Let us know about your channels and things like that. Sorry, that was my alarm 10 minutes after 3. So anyway, yeah, I'd love to know about other Asian YouTubers as well and collaborate together and things like that. And just generally support each other. 23, I hope to fundraise for Asia, like, especially, as I say, I know I mentioned this before, but like, again, to reconfirm it, like people from slums and orphanages and disadvantaged backgrounds, people with learning disabilities, the Dalits, some of the poorest slums in Asia, and trying to give people better access to education, clean water, healthier food, training, and all that sort of stuff. I'm not a big fan of academia, which I've talked about before, but I suppose it's better than being on the street, or they can still learn about things like science, engineering, maths, English, which again they can trade around the world, or even enterprise, entrepreneurship. I'd especially love to teach those from the youngest possible age, and things like that. 24, I hope to not just focus on one or two parts of Asia, but like as many countries as possible, and learn about all the different countries. Like I think Egypt is part in Asia and Africa, and I'd love them to be a network, a portal between Asia and Africa, and host as many summits and conferences, events generally, and that sort of thing, between linking Asia and Africa, and how they can network together, treat each other better, and work together more. Like that's like 5 billion people around the world, like somehow sharing ideas and working together, working towards similar goals, and how to empower each other. Things that I or others might not have thought about, but together you can have ideas that maybe other people wouldn't have, and things like that. So I'm hoping to again share motivational videos and things like that, and for Egypt to be a portal between Asia and Africa. And I hope that will especially benefit Egypt, because as well as the rest of Asia and Africa, because people from Asia and Africa going into Egypt, tourism, sharing ideas, how to improve tourism, how to improve security, how to de-radicalize people. And that's another thing, and another benefit of supporting people in Asia. Like, the more trained and educated people are, the more hope people have for the future. Hopefully, the less likely they are to become radicalized. Also, they can learn about each other's cultures, religions, and traditions, and things like that, and hopefully work together more. But again, like, I think in America, normally when people think of Asia or Asians, they normally think of people from the Far East, like China, Japan, Korea, and places like that, especially China, and Korea and countries like that. But here in the UK, they think more about Indians and Pakistanis and people like that. And a lot of people don't know the difference between Indians and Pakistanis, just like people don't always know the difference between Far Eastern people. So I hope to learn about all different parts of Asia, like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Egypt, some of the Arabic countries, Iraq, dare I say even Iran maybe, and different countries around Asia. Again, not just the ones that people think of, but also on countries that are not very well known about. So from the smallest countries to the biggest countries and things like that. And I think some people class Russia as Europe and some class it as Asia. So again, that might be like a Eurasian nation like Turkey. Again, I hope for countries like Turkey and Russia, if they're Eurasian nations, to be a bridge between Asia and Europe, maybe to trade as well, to help Asian nations to trade with the rest of the world. 25, I hope to encourage republicanism in Asia, and also to talk about assignments, especially dyslexic. I talk about supporting dyslexic schools, so especially dyslexic schools, talking about how they can collaborate together, but also like do assignments about republics and monarchies, the difference between monarchies and republics, and how they can learn and what they think are the benefits of each system, or which they prefer and why, and all sorts of different assignments that I love to recommend, and different activities to do during quarantine, and different sort of alternative curriculums, if you like, that work towards the strengths of people with learning disabilities, and different things they can discover and find out about and do. And encouraging republicanism in Asia and things like that. 26, one of the main reasons why I wish to support Asia is like to reparate countries like Iraq, which was taken over, or Vietnam, or in the past like countries like India, and how they had so much of their wealth taken out, and that sort of thing. So it's an anti-imperial project, and on that note, to talk about what Asians think of imperialism, or Asian answers to anti-imperialism, and that sort of thing. 27, I hope to reward sponsors or general supporters by like helping them with their PR, or encouraging people from Asia to buy from those companies that support Asia and Asian nations and things like that, and supporting each other and work together more, as I talked about before. 28, again, I hope to help countries like Iraq, which had so many, and Vietnam, which had so much damage due to the wars, like buildings being damaged. I hope to fundraise, if I can, to recreate buildings, or make buildings like anti-imperial centres or entrepreneurship centres, centres where people can develop their skills, like in English, entrepreneurship, engineering, maths, science, and all sorts of different areas, or learn about politics, or debate, or invite people from around the world to debate, or talk about how to make Iraq more secure and safe, so it can be a safer country, which means it can trade more, and it can have markets working again, and also it can invite tourism in, maybe even things like that. 29, again, I hope for my fellow mixed race people, part Asian people especially, maybe mixed race people in general, as sort of an anti-imperial thing. Like I talked before about how white supremacists hate all people of colour, and they hate mixed race people. So that's one of the reasons why I want to support people in Asia and things like that. So helping, encouraging people who are mixed race, especially Malaysians or Eurasians like myself, to visit Asia and support them and support their economies. Because like, why would you want to support communities where perhaps a percentage of the people hate you and all that, why would you want to work hard to support those type of people, I suppose, is my thinking. So I hope that makes sense. I'll say as the rest of this, as with the rest of my videos and things like that. And number 30, please invite any, invite any questions. Please let me, please help me speak proper English. Please help me. Please comment below any suggestions, feedback, general feedback, ideas. What do you think of this video? Like, did I do at least a half decent job? And I hope you'll keep it polite, but all views welcome, freedom of speech and all that. I think that covers everything. Sorry if I waffled. I did try and keep it short, but I had a lot of ideas. Again, please ask me any questions, any parts that you think didn't make sense, or any suggestions you have, as I say, or do you think I'm being naive, or any sort of feedback. Peace and love.